And we are live.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's session of A World on Fire. Where we last left off, the party decided to try and find where the Bloodheads took all of the other people that lived in the city that Shilk is from. However, other than south, they had no leads, so they just kind of started heading south, following the valleys of the mountains until they got clear of the mountains and saw a especially tall mountain to the southwest that had a menacing-looking dark cloud swirling around it. So they decide, hey, yeah, let's go over there. They started to, and Axiom detected a foreign life form enter the ship. A life form that seemed to move through the ship unabated by locked doors and vents, as well as being completely invisible to the naked eye. Luckily, Kato's eyes aren't naked, and he was able to see the invisible creature, who appeared to be a kind of gaunt, not quite elderly, but kind of rustic-looking gentleman, who basically told the party to turn their ship around, or they'll be blown out of the sky, as this is their master's domain. Other than asking where the Bloodheads were, which was definitely a question that should have been asked in that exchange, the party left.
God, man, we're so dumb.
Hindsight's 2020, all right.
So yeah, the party left, leaving this swirling dark cloud mountain to its own devices, and started heading to the northeast, which is where Pelor told Rowan to go. They found a forest of pines, and after checking the edge of the tree line for any signs of the Bloodheads, which they did not find any, they started heading north through the forest towards the mountains that they were supposed to land in, and found a large temple to Ayun, the Knowing Mistress. And they went in, and a Goliath woman told them that the pool of fresh water can only be drunk from by those worthy. Those who are not worthy would go insane. So immediately Vanya drank from the water.
Yeah.
You know.
And turning out to be worthy, found herself in some kind of extra-dimensional library, and found herself face-to-face with Ayun herself. And Ayun told Vanya that she can ask her any 3 questions, and that offer goes out to the rest of the party as well, as Ayun starts to speak through Vanya. So, seeing how she has the direct connection with Ayun, we'll start with Vanya. As you stand there in front of the Knowing Mistress at her desk in the middle of this spectral library, What are your questions?
Okay. I'll have to find where I wrote them down.
We planned for this. You got this.
Um. What is behind the door that Farron is guarding in the abyss?
Ooh, good question. Good question.
What is this fucking Family Feud?
It's about to be.
Good answer. Good answer.
Show me the door of the abyss.
Family
All right.
Feud meets Jeopardy.
All right. Now that is a difficult question. The best I can do to tell you is it is the source of Asher's power.
Oh, this makes me have so many more questions.
That is the most I am allowed to tell you about that subject.
Okay. um. You said that Asher had been in a similar position as me. What is it he wanted to know?
Asher and his sister are not like many of the other gods. Many of us were not solid to begin with. We had a vague ideal that we were all born from. Asher and Avandra, they were born mortal and ascended to godhood. Avandra didn't need help finding her path. However, Asher, he didn't have as easy a time as his sister. And now the path he walks is a path not many understand.
Real quick before Kayla keeps going, are we
Mhm.
hearing this too, or is only she
This
hearing
is
it?
just for Vanya.
Okay.
Cool. Good to know. The being that we chose to name Amu, is there anything we can do to stop him from whatever chaos he's probably causing?
this being that you refer to as Amu he is a part of Asher. And though he can be shunned aside, as long as Asher exists, so does that one.
Man, I so wish I had one more question then. I'm done.
Is it a really good question? Because the whole three questions thing, that was just so that we don't
Yeah.
spend the entire session asking questions.
I think it's a good question.
All right,
I'm sure it's a
I
good
will
question.
allow.
I have like
will,
6 questions about just this question.
I will allow you one more question.
Thank you.
Poggers.
We were told by someone we honestly don't know a lot about, and so maybe we shouldn't have trusted what they said to begin with. But someone told us Asher was dead. Is that true?
Death for someone like Asher is not exactly permanent. In fact, part of what makes Asher who he is that he dies often.
This is 100% Kayla forgetting that we have watched Asher regenerate multiple times now.
Yeah.
It's fine. Thank you for answering my questions.
Of course. Now, for your friends. And now going to the party, as Vanya turns towards you guys, you can see that her 2 eyes are glowing, as well as there is a spectral third eye right in the middle of her forehead.
If that isn't intimidating, I don't know what is.
So red. Having such
And-
sensitive deja vu.
She asks, "What are your questions?"
Does it sound like Vanya, or it very much does not sound like Vanya?
It's
Or it's like Vanya, but not Vanya.
there's like multiple voices layered on top of each other.
Gotcha.
You definitely hear Vanya, but you also hear a couple voices that you don't recognize.
So focus on what was going on. I forgot to open roll 20.
Haha!
Oh, it's so bright. What the fuck?
Who would like to go first?
Do we roll for it?
Roll for it.
Yeah, at this point.
All right, everybody, except for Vanya, roll a d20. Whoever
Oh,
rolls
fuck.
highest goes first.
And me,
Fuck.
because I don't have any questions.
Fuck.
You stole the Godfather.
God damn.
I never want that to change.
Oh,
All right, Axiom, you're up.
Nailed
Fuck.
it.
We're doing great.
God damn, you roll 20. The one time I don't want to roll high.
She'll love it how that works out.
Alright. I guess we'll open up with the first question, which is, what is the Sword of Akatosh's purpose?
The Sword of Akatosh. Interesting. The purpose of the sword was to be a bit of a bridge between multiple people, to show that certain groups could work together, and when the safety of their communal home was threatened, they had a weapon that collectively they could use to fight back.
Okay. Okay. It's gonna lead into my second question, which was, why was my order after the sword in the first place?
Well, being that bridge, it is a strong symbol of order amongst groups that don't work well together. As such, they believed it to be a holy weapon, an artifact that should be recovered from the devastation that is Bator, the Nine Hells.
Hmm. Alright. My last question. Where on the prime material can I fix the Sword of Akatosh?
The technology within the sword is too advanced. There was once a place to the north of here that had the means of repairing it. However, they are no longer around. The only other place that has the technology needed to repair it, I don't recommend you go there. After all, you've already been there once. And you were wise to not let them find you.
God damn it.
Alright. Amity and Rowan, go ahead and roll your d20s again.
Yes. No whammy.
Alright. Amity, you're next.
All right. My father was creating a creature, and I want to know more about it.
Alright. What is your question?
What's the plan for it? I mean, besides mass production, is it just a war machine?
War has the preconceived notion that there is an end goal to win. This creature It does not care about winning or losing. It only cares about its next meal.
Okay. What are the identities of the tracks that Vonnie and I were following on Aor?
The tracks you're following, they belong to a group, much like yourselves, that traveled to Aor to find someone long since taken. Each of them is a representative of a different deity. You actually have met one of them and have a close relationship with another, although you do not know it yet.
Hmm. I had lost some friends a while back. One of them being named Ramona. Is there any way to get her back?
The fate that your friends found themselves in, it is not an end. It takes time and creativity, but they are on their way back.
Her eyes get a little shiny and then she stops talking.
All right. Rowan, your turn.
Woo! Sorry, one sec. I'm just finishing typing to other me. Hold. Okay. Shit, I forgot my second question. Never mind, I remember my second question.
Shit, I
Good.
forgot my first question.
Oh, this is so weird talking to Vanya, but it's not Vanya. I don't like
I
this.
know, it feels really weird.
I don't like it at all. Also, I don't like the third eyeball on their head. That's really freaky.
I don't know, I think it's kind of cool.
Wish I could take a snapshot and show her what it looked like. We have a friend named Nomad who was taken, we assume, to Aor. Is he alright?
This being you know as Nomad, he is an interesting creature. He is both in Aor and not. He is both alive and not. He is both in trouble and not.
I just look back at Amity like,
She narrows her eyes and just shrugs weirdly.
like, what does that even mean?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, I have a supplementary question. Yeah, exactly, Taylor. God shit. So the nomad that we know, is he the one that's in Aor, maybe or maybe not okay, and maybe or maybe not dead?
Ask again later. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck you, Abel! Start shaking Vanya. Wait for the eye to change color.
Your friend, not only is he in a state of flux where his fate is both certain and uncertain at the same time, he is also shielded from my sight, and I cannot find him. Suffice to say, though, that is the last place he was seen.
Okay, well. Looks like we found our next side quest. um. Why am I being stalked by the Queen of Spiders in my dreams and in my thoughts and in my reflection?
I can only begin to imagine the machinations that goes through that woman's head. However, I can make some deductions. You are descended from her people, so she must feel a kinship with you. You also have been similarly scorned as she was once. And though she is not someone you should empathize with, she can certainly empathize with you. Alright. That's 3 for Rowan.
I hate this. This is just leaving me with more questions. I don't like this.
Moving on over to the
This is
Godfather.
awful. Wait, can I amalgamate Joe's questions into mine?
No, because he actually has questions now.
There you go.
Oh,
Good for
well,
him.
okay. I figured it out.
Godfather,
Oh, good.
you're up.
You come to me.
On the day of my niece's quinceanera.
On the day of my goblin's feast. That's every day. Oh, right. Yeah. So, Persona. What happened to my people?
your people have been claimed. One of our fallen brethren has looked at your people, has seen their ways, and decided that they belong to him now. And before anyone could act to stop it, he has forcibly changed the very existence of your people. In essence, your people don't exist anymore. They are no longer your people. You are a relic of another age.
Oh. That's scary. Uh. Okay. Life changing. Um. Who are the Bloodheads?
The Bloodheads are the remnants of what used to be your people. They are the ones who accepted their transformation and thus were allowed to keep a shred of their former lives intact. And the first thing that they did with their new existence was enslave those that were not willing. The creatures that you refer to as goblins.
The goblins are my people. That's weird. Anyone else think that's weird?
This whole thing is weird.
That's fair. Um, is there any way to change them back?
The only way to change them back would be if the god who cursed them decided to not want them anymore. As he put a fraction of his power into creating them. Much as your companion, she says, gesturing to Rowan, is descended from the people of the Matron of Spiders. Your former people are the kin of this betrayer.
We're doomed.
All right. That is 3 questions for Shilk. Gesh, you have questions now.
What did the vision that I had with the giant worm mean?
visions like that they are subjective in nature. It could mean something as abstract as the world being destroyed and made a remnant of what it once was. It could be as literal as a giant worm eating the entire world. Only time can tell what your vision will truly mean. Trying to understand its true meaning before its time would cause great hardships for you and for others.
Well, then that covers all my questions. Anybody else want my last two?
I mean, yes, but I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're the first person to chime in, so sure, make at least one.
Can I, Mike? Am I allowed to take them? At least one of them?
Well, I mean, Kesh has to be the one to ask them, but yes. They're not your questions, they're his, so you would tell him what you want asked, and he would ask it.
One sec.
Oh, just say it and I'll say he repeats it.
No. You're gonna say it. We're doing this right.
No, it's fine.
Oh, fine, you losers.
That's
I didn't say
harsh.
anything.
Wait, what was my question? I wrote it down.
Wow.
God.
Oh right, yeah, no. um. In what way are Loth and I similarly scorned?
And Gesh repeats that question.
All right. The Spider Queen once developed feelings for a person who did not reciprocate those feelings.
Yeesh.
Ouch.
I wish I could take this back.
You should have regrets.
I have all of the regrets.
Alright.
However, I will say that her instance was quite a bit more severe than yours.
Whew.
That's all I needed to know. Anybody want the third?
Unless anybody else has anything.
No, I don't have anything.
Just want to make sure in case where I Peeler? Peeler? Okay.
Ask it.
Did any of my contingent actually survive? Or am I actually the last one?
And he repeats the question.
Some of them survived. However, you are the last one.
Well, that confirms my suspicions with Trixis.
Yeah, I think I'm good on any questions. So if any of you want, I can ask your questions as well.
He doesn't have one question?
I know, that is surprising that
This
Kato,
is
of all
so
people...
hard to believe. What the fuck? I was looking forward to what Kato was going to ask, and this bitch is just like, no, I'm good. I'm from a different world. My brother lives in my head, but I don't have questions. I'm fine. I'm a totally normal person. I ingested a god seed. My hair changed color, but I'm cool. There's multiple of me running around, but I'm fine.
Everything's cool.
What a shit.
I'm
He
just,
already knows the background to all that stuff.
I'm just picking... For some reason, it's just like, I'm just... I can just
Like
see- I-
literally everything you just like talked about, Kato couldn't care less about.
I can
I want
just...
to know, damn it.
Well, then have Kato ask the questions.
Tori,
I-
we were led here because you had questions for Sundad about Asher. Is there anything else about that whole situation you
Well, I
wanted
meant-
to know?
I wanted it for you.
Aw.
I
I'm
don't
just-
think there was anything else because we wanted to know if he was dead. We got that because we're just stupid.
Because we're just dumb.
We're just dumb. And then Amu, again, we had not had that one figured out already, but
Yeah,
now
but
we
I
got
like-
that.
I liked the confirmation.
Yeah, same. The door, which I highly doubt if we ask, what exactly is Asher's source of his power? I don't think she's gonna
Yeah,
tell
we're
us.
not gonna get that answer.
I'm not gonna fucking get that. And what would it change anyways?
I just want to know why all of the gods can't talk about this door, but they can't tell me why they can't talk about this door. So
I know.
It's almost like the nature of the door specifically stops
Yep.
people from talking about it.
Wild.
fucking door, the
Fucking
ultimate door.
Yeah.
God, I feel like I should have so many more questions, and I just don't.
A lot of mine are just like, hey, can you catch me up like the 28 years of mist and like...
Okay, wait, but what's our game plan for after we leave here? What are we doing? Because we can ask questions related to that,
That is a good question.
right? Hey, Ayun, what the fuck are we supposed to do now?
Are you actually having Kato ask her that?
No!
I mean,
Although
might
maybe
not-
we should, because
might
that
not
actually
be
might not
the-
be a terrible idea.
well, because like I know that Vanya is currently not able to pick up the phone right now, but like when we had left, the Chained Oblivion had just busted free, and we came back and things were chill.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah. How long were we gone again?
10 years.
Oh, right.
Yep. Believe me,
Yes.
those
Things are
numbers...
chill. That is
I mean-
definitely how I would describe it.
I mean, when we left, the sky was a weird color. Is the sky still a weird color?
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't mention it, so I just assumed that things looked fine.
You guys literally
Never-
flew
never
over a wasteland to get here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that wasteland could have been there before.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
haven't
know.
been here. We
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
We're stupid, alright?
I'm sorry, Mike. You severely underestimate this group's stupidity.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I
I-
mean that in the nicest way. We are.
You guys don't realize how many like fucking subtle hints like I put into this game. I'm just like,
Mhm.
ooh, are they going to catch up on this? And just
No,
every single one of
obviously not.
them,
Absolutely
like a
not.
mile over your head.
No, we
Yeah,
literally
it-
need to be smacked in the face with the clues, Mike.
It's been
That's
pretty
how
great
dense we are.
knowing what goes on and hearing about it. I'm like, nobody else got that? All right.
Moving on.
Like, at least Axiom of Obliviousness is just key to like when he left, everything was actually fine.
Things are very much no longer fine.
At
Yeah,
this
we're all
point,
sitting at the table going, this is fine.
It's fine. As
At
Ryan
this
was
point-
saying, it's fine.
at this point, Axiom's main concern right now is his favorite restaurant still standing?
Probably not.
Highly doubt it.
Vesselheim went through a lot.
I gave Kato a poke and I'm like, ask her what happened while we were gone.
I don't like the entire like time, like all those years. You want her to tell us
Okay,
word for
well maybe
word.
she can give us like the bullet points of
brief
the important
summary.
things that happened. You know,
The
spark notes.
Important
Yeah,
events
the cliff notes.
regarding the
The
world.
world isn't completely destroyed, so it can't be that bad.
What happened? The world was destroyed. This is just an afterthought. This is actually a pre-recorded message. All the gods left. I'm just really good at answering these questions because I knew what questions you were going to ask, and that's why I left this message to answer your questions from the past.
The, the knowing mistress has very specific voicemail.
All right. So seriously, just hey, what happened?
Well, I mean, we'll phrase it in a way that makes sense. You said, you know, just I don't know. Aren't you curious what happened while we were gone for 10 years?
I'm more curious as to what's going on right now.
Well then,
But then ask that.
you said you had no questions to ask. If you're curious about something, then ask the all-knowing goddess in front of you. Well, it's actually Vanya, but ask her third eye.
God, I can already see the intense judgment from Bro and Kato.
All right. I guess I'll try.
Just intense look of judgment.
And Kato turns to Vanya and says, "So, what's going on in the world right now?" And Vanya looks at Kato and says, "Well, we are in the middle of a war between differing ideologies. I don't know, that word isn't coming out right. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Of different gods. Many civilizations have been destroyed. At this very moment, there is a conflict to the south between the forces of nature and that deity who claimed your friend Shilk's former people. To the east,
Mhm.
trying to decide where everything is.
You've had vague areas, and now you gotta narrow it down.
Yeah, to the east, there is a growing foothold of the Betrayer gods, where they've all kind of picked a spot where they can converse without fighting each other, as they learn from their past mistakes, and though they have their differences, many of them are trying to at least work together to fight us. To the west, across the sea, in the city of Vasselheim, the forces of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, and Arathis, the Lawbearer, are holding the line against the infinite hordes of demons and undead that are trying to destroy that city.
Okay, so it still stands.
And at this moment, from the southwest, a large force of elemental creatures are on their way here, having followed you from that mountain that you flew by.
God damn it.
Alright, I got 2 questions left. Anything else?
Ask her about the invisible man on the ship who told us that Asher was dead. Who was he? And why did he come to tell us that, we should go away?
Kato phrases that question to the Oracle version of Vanya and replies that person that you spoke to is a remnant of the forces of the primordials. He, along with his brother and sisters, betrayed the primordials and fought on our side of the war before they inevitably betrayed us as well. The person that you spoke to specifically, he is a djinn, an air genie, named Yan Si Bin. And at the moment, he is the one leading those elemental forces to this temple, following your trail, on the orders of his master, the Chained Oblivion.
Well, we don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have a last question? Because I do if no one else does. Going once? Going twice? Okay, sold to myself.
I can't think of anything.
So we met someone in a cave. We named her Grace because she couldn't remember her name. Do you know how we can help her become who she once was?
I've already answered that question.
What?
But
She was one of my people.
oh,
Oh, that makes more sense.
wait, does that mean they all look like her?
No, because we have the goblins and don't
So
know what she looked like, but the others probably changed differently if they were willing versus unwilling. You're not following the story.
I'm sorry, there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of goblins. Did that count as a question?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess, by the way, that she's not answering, that it did in fact count as a question.
Fuck.
Eesh.
She'll go get the goblins. We have so many more questions.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I know.
I need a summoning horn.
You should totally
Horn
get
of
you a
goblin
horn.
summoning.
No, it's a dinner bell.
All right. Well, as everybody in the vicinity has answered all of their questions or asked all of their questions,
Wait, what about Saga's questions?
Saga's on the ship.
Fuck.
Um,
Gotta milk this for all it's worth.
the glowing eyes dissipate, and Vanya, you leave the spectral library and find yourself standing in front of your party. You do remember the whole exchange between the party and yourself as the intermediary.
Okay.
I run over and give her a hug, and I'm just like, why would you drink the random cave water?
We needed answers.
I know that, but don't
Rowan,
drink
it's a
random
question,
purple
be
water.
careful.
I was for it.
So, now what?
Well, I think our next logical step is to prepare for the attack of the Yan Bin.
Probably wise.
All right.
I don't want to mention what happened the last time we prepared for attack, do I? Because that did not go well.
Mhm.
A bunch of us blew up in the snow against a mountain.
I was going to say, you're going to have to be more specific about which time we prepared for an attack and it did not go correctly.
Oh, well, this one went really
Yeah.
poorly. To be fair. You got
What's-
eaten, Vatham got eaten.
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Vatham's not.
He will be eventually.
Oh man, we should have asked where Ray was. God, we're really bad at asking questions. Fuck.
I mean, what they're from Vasselheim, isn't that what they said?
I guess, yeah, we do know what direction they went in.
If that place is being overrun by demons and undead, I would assume that they're there.
Yeah, that's fair.
If they're even still alive, it's been, what, 10 years?
That's true.
They seemed like a capable bunch.
All right. So, how are you preparing?
We should get out of this immediate area. I highly doubt this is a place we want them to know the exact location of.
Agreed.
Looks the Kato to the ship.
I'm sorry, what was that? You said that really fast.
Looks the Kato is like to the ship then.
Sure.
Keep in mind, we still have stealth ability.
But do we want to fight them near the ship? The ship's already damaged.
I mean, if it's a horde of elementals, it's safe to assume that they will be equally adept at getting us from the air. I would rather try and tackle them from the ground.
Yeah.
I don't want. I also just don't want that thing
What about under
sitting there on the side of a mountain.
If they are elemental in nature, it makes more sense to go under the ground.
What do I know about elementals?
What do any of us know about elementals, really?
Does your ability work on elementals?
No, I know about beasts and I know about fiends.
That's what I
We're asking
thought.
for our general stupid knowledge.
Before I
Um,
say anything about what Kayla knows about elementals, I want to know what
Mhm.
Vanya might know about elementals.
I mean, go ahead and make either a nature or arcana check.
We know I'm super great at both of those things. Yep.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nailed
Yeah,
it.
you don't know
Woo!
shit about
I don't
elementals.
know shit about elementals.
You
I
heard
like
the
to
word
assume-
elementals, like, isn't that like water and grass and stuff? I'm confused.
Vanya see, yeah, I'd like to. Rowan just like looks at Vanya, sees she's struggling, and goes, "All right." Looks at Amity.
Listen, my head hurts. I had an all-knowing goddess talking through me, and it was weird.
She just pats her on the shoulder, like, "It's okay." Amity, what do you know about elementals?
What do I know about elementals?
Make an arcana or nature check.
Arcana it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why am I rolling with disadvantage?
I don't
Great
know,
question.
because it would have been the 16 and not the 8,
Yeah.
so
So
27.
27. All right.
Mildly different.
Yeah, you would know that elementals are specifically creatures from the elemental planes, which are distinct planes that kind of encircle the material plane. The material plane was actually originally made by the elementals. The elementals referred to as primordials, and the separate planes that the elementals now call home are kind of um, like their self-imposed exile. They left the material plane because they said, "Fuck this, we're all dying. Let's go elsewhere." And each element basically like made a little like spot for themselves on the edge of existence, and that just kind of encircles the material plane. The four principal elements being fire, water, earth, and air. They're all kind of connected to each other, and so there's parts of the elemental planes that kind of merge and coalesce and have differing landscapes depending on which element you're crossing over from and to. And yeah, there's various types of elementals. The Some of the most powerful elementals are those beings who are called genies, who are basically they're they're like an elemental that has gained enough power to be highly intelligent and have access to powerful magics based off of their element. And so apparently this Yan Si Bin that you guys met was a powerful air genie called a Jinn. Which explains why he was able to just kind of fly through the vents and whatnot.
Do I know of any way to combat that?
Combat what part?
Like, I mean, I don't know. He's made of air, so like.
Yeah. How do you fight air?
A vacuum.
Fire.
Yep. You push it with your magical fists.
Pew pew.
Okay, I explain all that I know.
Well, we're kind of on a what's the word? Time crunch here because we don't know when they're going to show up, and if they're already here.
Oh, I figured we were already walking back towards the ship while we were talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to sometimes I assume we walk and talk. Like
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
don't all need to be standing in a fucking group circle holding hands, and you know.
You guys leave without saying goodbye to the Goliath woman that was so helpful.
I'd say goodbye.
Oh, I forgot she was even here.
I would thank her for her help.
She just kind of stares at you. She's not the most talkative person herself.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, you guys awkwardly leave that woman to her solitary existence in this temple.
Vanya only does things awkwardly, so
So pretty on par, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you travel on the way back to the ship, which is parked right outside the temple. So
Mhm.
does not take long to get to the ship. Woo!
All right.
well, we know what direction they have to be coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So we get up in the air, we see if we can see anything from there,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we just start heading in that direction. And once we get an idea of where they are, we can land, and if not land, deploy ourselves down.
But can we see air coming at us from air?
I'm assuming
Well-
it's not just air. There's
I
There's
mean,
more
he
than-
was
there's
invisible
more than
on the
one
ship,
element.
wasn't he?
but there's
Yeah.
more than one element, right?
Yeah.
There are
You
four.
still got like earth and fire and water to deal
Yes,
with.
But are they all elements, or are we just going to be fighting Earth? Or air? But this is an Avatar. Fuck. Get confused.
It all changed when the fire element is attacked.
Exactly.
Well, I can safely say that unless I get within melee distance of something, I'm not very good
Well, that's why we need to
with,
move a little
with the
ways
whole
from here.
with the whole fighting thing.
I
I
think
mean-
most of the group would rather we not be fighting them from a distance. I think I'm in the minority.
I will
Yeah, I'd
also
much rather be up very close to them.
I will also let it be known we have a stealth option if we don't want to fight.
Well, we can't just let them come here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take them out.
How far were we from the, like, where we found the goblins and stuff? That, like, rundown theater?
You guys traveled several days from that
Oh,
location.
right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we are nowhere near that place now.
Yeah, you would have to fly over the bay to get back to that mountain range, and then you still have to find the
Yeah.
valley where that ruined city is.
Yeah, okay. When we were flying to here, was there anything nearby?
Mhm.
I guess I look at Axiom for that since he was flying the ship.
There was a forest.
There's forests. There's the wasteland in between that. There, like we have access to a map that's on a terminal to like the left of me. Feel free to look at it.
I'm trying to figure out if we should be fighting them above ground or, as Shulk said, underground. I just don't know how we would get underground from here, unless maybe the goblins know a way.
Or if they would even follow us underground.
Also, true.
They may have just been following us to try and get here, not necessarily following us because
But
it's
I mean,
us.
did they know we were coming here
Who knows?
No.
specifically?
That's actually part of my question that I was going to raise. Do they know we were coming here? And if they didn't, is it possible we could get on the ship and continue flying this direction for another, I'd say, day or so, and then we stealth and turn directions completely different direction.
Or
Maybe they would follow
we
and find
stealth,
us.
or we stealth for a number of hours and just fly in a different direction
Yes,
from here.
but not from here, because they might investigate the area where we disappeared. That's what I'm saying, is we go far enough away in the same direction we came here to lead them away from this spot. Maybe this was just like a pit stop that we made, and we just continued on, and then we vanish, and then go a different direction. That would possibly
Also-
lead them away from here.
Side note, if we really want to exit and like, we could just plane shift temporarily.
I was gonna say,
We're not shifting any more planes. Thank you.
well, and I don't really understand how the ship works.
Hey
but I'm
guys, let's go to
assuming-
hell again.
Yeah.
No, let's
Absolutely
just
not.
let's just go to the ethereal for like a hot
No.
minute.
Let's not get stuck there for 10 years. No thanks. You bored as fuck.
I don't think stealth mode is necessarily going to help us. It doesn't prevent us from being like scryed on or something, right? It just makes us invisible.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
just
we need
invisibility.
to. I feel like we need to get within a certain distance, not close by any means, but they need to see us and completely change course. So we have to go slightly in their direction, but maybe not head on.
But then how would we know if we see them? Are we sure we could even see them? Maybe
Don't
they-
we have like a
Doesn't
5-mile radar?
Yeah,
Yes, we
doesn't
do.
the ship have
We have
radar? Yeah.
we have 5 mile sensors. Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like we'd still be able to sense them.
Random question. Like, let's say we did like just plane shift to the ethereal. Would we
Mhm.
still technically like be able to see like what's happening on the prime material to a degree?
That would be a religion or arcana check.
I will give it a religion check on that one.
All right.
Hmm.
Yeah. With that religion check, you would know with the ethereal plane, basically being the plane of ghosts, and how ghosts are constantly shifting in and out of the material plane. It would make sense that you could see the material plane while you're on the ethereal plane.
Mhm.
However, that is only when you are in the border ethereal, the area where the material plane borders the
Mhm.
yeah.
So that would have to be like a very specific go directly there, but you can't quite go there because it's either one or the other, right?
Well, I mean, most of the time when people go into the ethereal plane, they're going into the border ethereal in order to go deeper into the ethereal plane. That's just a whole different can of worms. That's kind of
So-
like it's kind of like how you have to go to Avernus to go to
Mhm.
any other part of hell. You have to go through Avernus to get to the rest of hell. You have to go through the border ethereal to get to the rest of the ethereal.
But for the purposes, it is possible for this entire thing to go into the border, right?
You just
Nope.
have to be careful not to accidentally slip into the deep ethereal.
Okay. Good to know. Follow-up question. Would it be possible for us to just navigate the prime ethereal from the border ethereal? Or would it just take a while?
Wait, what do you mean by prime ethereal?
Like, what I mean is for us to be able to just travel through Exandria from the ethereal plane. And just be able to keep an eye on shit.
I mean, technically, you could. You wouldn't be able to keep track of much because
Mm-hmm.
visibility in of the material plane in the ethereal plane is not very good. Like you
But
only
it is,
look so far. Like
but it is
like you
possible.
wouldn't be getting anything on the sensors, and you'd be going purely off of visual, and even then you only get like maybe like 100 feet of visuals, if that.
But if we needed to fucking like lie low, it is an option.
Yeah, I guess.
Good to know. I will relay that theory to the party. That if we needed to lie low, we could go there.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Well, also, I'm going to ask Kato real quick. What are the limitations on what you can see with your special sight?
Well, I can see through illusions. I can still see the illusion itself, but I can see whatever it's concealing or
Mhm.
whether it is real or not. I can see a creature's true form if it is taking a form other than that, as well as invisible things. I
Mhm.
can also see into the ethereal plane.
Good to know. Is that a common thing among other people that you like? How common is it to be able to see like that? I just curious.
Well, seeing how my sight was a gift from the gods, not very common. There
Yeah.
are other ways of getting this sight, like a very powerful spell or a magical item. However,
Mhm.
they are not nearly as permanent as what I have.
Good to know. Okay, we have options. We could fight. We could run. We could wait it out.
I'm inclined to at least try and lead them away from this direction. What we
Me
do
too.
once we've done that, I'm not as
Yeah.
particular about.
Mm-hmm. Basically, I need to know if I need to block out my my sixth, seventh, and eighth level spells slots.
Who are we leading away now?
Bunch of
And you can see leaning against the wall is Amu.
no.
To be
Fuck
fair,
you.
we weren't talking about you, so nice to see you again.
Hey.
How's my favorite group of friends doing?
I just
Peachy.
Wonderful.
Just shooting this motherfucker all the daggers. Metaphorical daggers.
I see you're alive again. Looking at Amity. Is that a new body?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, magic.
It smells weird.
Well, that would make sense. I'll keep that in mind, thank you.
So I ask again, who are we leading away now?
You didn't see them on the way in. Maybe they're not as close as we thought.
Depends who you're talking about.
Just look to Vanya. How do we know this guy's not in league with them?
We don't. That's the problem.
What are you even doing here? What do you want?
Well, a little birdie told me that you guys made your way back here. Thought I'd catch up.
Who's the birdie?
I think you met him already.
Looks to Rowan intensely.
Look back at Axiom like, what?
We haven't met that many people since coming back.
I was gonna say, who the fuck have we met since coming back? A bunch of goblins, Grace, Windman.
Must be the Windman.
I was gonna
Probably
say,
Windman.
My vote's on
Goliath
Windman.
and Ioun, so I'm gonna let Windman.
And look at that, the power of deduction wins again.
Every so often we're able to use it. So what do you want from us?
Well, you could say that I'm here scouting out the place. See what meager resistance you're trying to build up.
Looks back to Vanya, is like, give it the look of like, and I said so.
Well, at least we know if he's here, Asher must be somewhere.
I'm not as certain about that. Well, you've seen that we're here. You can go report back now.
And
Congrats.
never return.
You found us.
No, I think I'll stick around. Hear what your entire planet.
He was also fucking listening. Great.
Now that we know you're here, what makes you think we would talk about our plan?
He already knows what we talked about.
And we never actually decided on the
We
plan,
never.
to be fair.
We made
But
we
he
no
knows-
decisions.
spitballed a hell of a lot.
But he knows
Yeah.
everything that we've talked about, therefore he technically would know any plan we would come up with at this point.
Unless we come up with a new plan.
I was gonna say, there's always more plans.
And there's no guarantee that he wouldn't hear that either, considering he's right there.
Well, what do you expect us to do with him standing right there? We already know we
Wonderful
can't kill
question.
him. We fought alongside him. We know we don't stand a chance.
Also looks to Rowan. Isn't there also the possibility that he has unconfirmed foresight?
There's also that. No, he definitely has that.
Mm-hmm.
Feel pretty confident about that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, thanks for that, by the way. That was really great.
Was that foresight, or was I just fucking with you the whole time?
Don't humor him, Rowan. Foresight or not, we waste time by standing here messing with him. We should just get going.
Agreed.
Great, where are we going?
Man, I miss system some days.
I know, right? Gosh, what I wouldn't do for an elder brand right now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What would it take to get you to leave?
You could always try begging.
Anything else?
I think I'd rather jump out the cargo hold.
Oh, jumping out the cargo hold wouldn't mean much. We're still on the ground.
Please. Let us deal with this without your interference.
Also, who's to say this wasn't his plan? And
Hmm.
Do you really have nothing better to do? Is there nothing else going on in the world that you have to follow us around? Are you that much of a lost puppy?
But you guys are so much fun.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't have stabbed us.
But that's what's fun about you.
Also became me and then stabbed my friends.
who's to say he wasn't mean the entire time and fucking with us?
Hmm.
At this point, I'm just assuming it was all a long con. And that I should have thrown you at the cargo hold sooner.
I would have loved to see you try. That would have been great.
Why run such a long game? It can't just have been for entertainment.
You assume a god would
We're
have
not-
any reason
we're
other
not-
than that.
We're not that entertaining.
You know, I remember when he was sitting at the bottom of the hole and we were contemplating just leaving him there. I kind of wish we would have.
Mm-hmm. I'm just realizing that at any point, y'all could have just left him in the prison that I was in.
Yeah, well, we had a different thought process back then that we already know is wrong. We don't need to dwell on that.
We were
Also,
just trying to look after
we
the
already-
village idiot.
we already know that he could have just gotten out. He left the astral sea that we were on. We didn't help him do that. He could have left us whenever we wanted. We could have left him in a hell prison and he would have just gotten himself out.
Mm-hmm.
She makes a good point.
Yep.
I'm not always as dumb as I look. Even if I were to beg, wouldn't exactly trust you to keep your word.
Mm-hmm.
True. I'm not the most honest person.
Just give him the look of like, you think?
However, if it's interesting enough, I might just take a step back, see how it plays out. But that all depends on you.
What's to stop you from stepping in if our fight doesn't get entertaining enough for you?
Nothing really. Suppose you'd want to make it pretty entertaining then.
Vanya gets down on her knees. Stay out of this fight. We'll put on a good show. We'll figure out the rest later. Please. Just stay out of this one.
He looks down at you, and he lets out a deep laugh. And he says, "Alright, Vanya. I'll stay out of this one. But let me know if you end up needing a hero." love that.
I hate him. I just want
Turns around.
Oh, bad. I just want to shoot an arrow into his goddamn
walks
neck.
away.
like 7 times.
What's stopping me from taking control of the guns and then shooting that motherfucker?
We already know it can't kill him, so
But the
Why bother?
satisfaction. The satisfaction.
yeah. But wouldn't it be more upsetting to shoot than have the dust clear and then his stupid face is still looking at you?
Yes, I know. But the
Mhm.
I'd
instant
hate that more.
the instant gratification would at least be nice.
Yeah, but the long-term
Agreed.
disappointing would really be killer.
I
Yeah.
know.
Great, Mike, you've gone ahead and made the fucking greatest asshole you've ever written.
Oh, I feel so bad for other me and for Saga, who just wanted to like make him a good person and teach him how to be an actual hero, and then he turned out to be the world's biggest douchebag. And it's just awful. I'm so glad she's
Oh, good.
not here.
Future Tori goes back to past Tori is like, it's not a good
Don't do
idea. Stop it.
Don't do it. Kill him in the hole. Fucking throw the orb of destruction on him and run away.
Should have
Hey, we
dragged
still
his
have
body
that,
to
right?
have him touch the damn door.
You don't know.
Maybe,
You've never
possibly.
checked the bag of holding to see if it's still in there.
That's
I
fair.
don't, and we're not going to.
Right, that's the last resort of just opening the bag and going, just yeeting it all out. Sir,
It's Schrodinger's orb right now.
we're just carrying around a potential like self-exploding nuke, and we're just waiting for literally the last resort to use it.
Listen, as long as Vanya doesn't think about it.
I hope that's the way this campaign ends, is us just blowing ourselves up. That would just be honestly peak.
It'd feel
Peak
right.
campaign 2 right there.
But wait, don't we need a hero?
Not
No.
that one.
Not that one. Just give Shulk the intensive like no.
Not
No, we
holding
don't.
out for that one,
Mm-mm.
Shulk.
Yeah. Not holding out for that hero.
All right, come
Good
on.
thing we have an army.
We've got a showdown. Go. God, I really hope
Alright.
somehow they have lightning, Rowan. I would really like. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I would love some
It'd
lightning.
It'd be a
I'm
nice
not
flashy
sure.
ass show, wouldn't it?
I would. Hey, Shilk, remember what we did at the circus? If it comes to that, just throw lightning at me. We'll make it work.
You'd get a fucking kick out of that one. Vanya stands up, she's brushing off her knees, huffing her way back to the ship.
I
Oh, you
give
guys are on
Amity
the
a
ship.
pat. Yeah,
Yeah. Just
Huffing her way down a hallway.
she's pacing. I give Amity a pat on the back. Like, are you okay?
with
Yeah,
it.
I'm fine.
I give her a hug.
I give her a hug.
I give them a hug.
Slight
Great
side question. Mike.
Yay!
Saga's in here
With-
too.
Okay.
With the elder brain sort of attachments of the ship being put back in, do the gunner seats still need to be occupied
Yes.
for fuck?
No, you cannot one-man this ship and turn it into like pew 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 pew. Just be like shooting 7 guns at a time.
As much as I would love it to, apparently we can't do that.
No, even then, in one turn, you wouldn't be able to shoot all like 7 guns there are on this ship.
At least it would give us a slight. At least it would make it entertaining for them.
All right. So, you guys make your way to the deck of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and Axiom,
I don't like
as
this.
you
I don't
sit
like this.
into the helm of the ship,
I don't
and
like
connect
this.
to the sensors, you are hit with sensory overload as suddenly you realize that the ship is surrounded by hundreds of life forms.
Cool. Great.
Sick.
This
Love that for us.
It's just, oh god. It's just immediate Picard Paul of like, oh god,
And
we're surrounded.
you realize Amu did have a purpose for being on the ship.
Yeah, he was a
He was-
goddamn distraction.
Yeah.
I hate him so much.
God damn you, Amu.
He's the
Fuck
worst.
you.
Just when you think he's as bad as it can get, Mike's just like, nah, here, whoa, boom.
All right. And I think this is a good point for a 10-minute break.
I stand by his opinion.
So Joe, if you would like to take us to break.
I was waiting for a chance to talk, so I will send us to break. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes, so we'll see you soon. are back.
All right.
Wow,
So-
that fever dream where Amu showed up on her ship, that was really cool, huh?
If only it was a
Oh,
fever
honey,
dream.
no, that was real. So,
You were there.
Axiom,
You were there.
you just sensed hundreds of creatures surrounding the ship.
Yeah.
And before you even get a chance to let everyone else know, the rest of you look out over the observation deck and can see that the surrounding area of the tree line is ablaze with fire.
Wonderful.
You know, where's Smokey the Bear when you need him?
So I guess we're going through with none of our plans.
We had plans,
I mean,
and then
we
they
did
were
say
What's
that we
that
could
old
come up with a new one.
saying? What's that?
no
What's
plans
that
to
old
lose
saying?
contact with the
Yeah, about
Nope.
contact with the enemy.
Yeah.
To be fair, when we've planned, our plan has not survived. You know what? We're not going to survive anyway. Let's just go. Let's leave.
We definitely can't take off without the ship just getting blown up, right?
You don't know.
I mean, we won't know until we start taking off.
Do we really want to risk this ship, or should we not just get out and fight?
Oh, I would much rather just get out and fight.
I highly doubt Amu's gonna let us leave. I'm pretty sure if we try and leave, he'll just blow us out of the sky.
Yeah.
I will just let you know that that we are surrounded by what the sensors say are hundreds.
I will also point out that none of the signatures are moving, except for one axiom that you can sense a signature that has just recently left the ship and has made its way into the temple.
Cool.
And I'm
Great.
going into
Love
the temple.
that for us.
Sweet.
Yeah.
To be fair, if we're fighting hundreds of things that are like the goblins, no offense to the goblins, you know, that won't be too much of an issue.
I think we just get out of the ship. Let's go see what we're dealing with.
You want me to stay in the chair just in
Yeah,
case?
stay in the chair just in case. Can you can we shoot the big gun while the ship is landed?
The big gun is still inoperable after it
Oh,
was
right.
destroyed
Right.
by
Yeah.
Hootigan.
Yeah, we need to
In
get the
hell.
ship fixed, and there.
Yeah.
If we want to use anything relating to the ship that's the big gun, we need to get the big gun fixed.
All right.
Mm.
As you guys start making your way to leave the ship, Axiom, you sense one signature move up to the ship and enter in the hole in the cargo hold.
And there's one already on the cargo hold. Great.
And
You know,
Let me
last time I
guess.
took off from the cargo hold, he ended up being invisible. We passed him and he ended up here. So
Let's at least stick together this time.
Yeah.
Axiom,
And
do you
you-
want us to lock you in here?
I can lock myself in here.
That's what we
Maybe-
meant.
Maybe, yes, that's what I meant. Just do it.
I will lock the door to the bridge.
all right. After they leave, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right. As
Can I leave Watcher in there with him?
sure.
Mm-hmm.
As they leave and you lock the door, you do sense that this creature that has entered the cargo hold is starting to make its way through the ship. However,
Not in the
it
vents?
seems to be much too big to fit in the ship, and so as it moves through the ship, it actually seems to be moving down the hallway as well as through the rooms at the same time. Almost like it's expanding somehow.
Oh god. I will try to relay through Watcher the information.
Okay.
It's just like, can you explain these concepts to Vanya, please?
He can regurgitate words.
Yeah.
He's smarter than Vanya, so
Alright, Vanya, you
Oof.
hear Watcher in your head say, "Hey, Vanya, Axiom says that, like, there's something making its way through the ship and expanding and entering several rooms at once. I don't know what that means, but yeah."
thanks, buddy. And I relay that to everybody else.
And as you guys are making your way down the stairs from the main deck, you can see at the bottom of the staircase, it seems like the ship is filling with water.
Nah, stop it. Stop it. I did not. Just in case, I'm gonna just open the cargo bay door.
Okay.
Since apparently the ship is filling with fucking water.
Well, you don't know that. That's something that the others have seen with their eyes. All you know is that a huge creature is making its way through the ship and expanding somehow.
Oh God, this sucks. You evil bastard.
Watcher, tell Axiom that it's water. It's water. It's all water. Everything's
It's
water. Air Fort 2 has gone underwater.
Air Force. Oh God.
No!
Okay.
Wait, but aren't there a bunch of holes in the ship? Shouldn't the water just leave?
There's at least 3, I think.
There's many holes in the ship. I feel like the water will not, be that big of a problem.
Yeah, you would think, and yet it seems to be rising in the ship nonetheless.
No. Oh
Magic.
God, where are the goblins? Oh, where's Grace? Oh, we can't let them drown.
Guys, what are we gonna do?
Don't worry, we can throw the goblins at it. We'll at least get rid of one problem.
What do you think they're gonna do? Drink it?
They could.
I mean, you say that as a joke, but if we tell them it's the most delicious water ever, it might do something.
At least we'll be rid of one problem.
They're not a problem. What's wrong with you?
Rude.
Don't say that in front of Choke.
I mean, I could shoot it. Do you want me to shoot it?
Let's just shoot the water?
I mean, do you have another idea?
I mean, we have Saga.
Saga is not with you.
She's somewhere.
Well, we know she's not drowning at least.
Yeah, that's true. Rest in peace, Ramona.
Oof. No, seriously. I mean, what's the harm in me just shooting an arrow at it and seeing what happens?
Okay,
I
shoot
mean,
the
there's no
water.
harm.
See what happens. Oh,
I
hey,
mean-
can we electrocute the water? Shilk!
I mean, I figured me shooting an arrow is the
Ah.
least amount of resources we could possibly waste on.
I mean, I could punch the water, but
Yeah, but then you have to get close to the water.
Technically, it's all around you.
Or
Do you want me to
above it.
cast some magic on the water first?
No, let's start with the
No,
arrow. Arrow the water.
Alright. Alright.
I shoot an arrow at the water.
She's got
Alright.
so many of them now that we
Hold
gotta get
on.
rid of them somehow.
We're gonna have to get into initiative.
Okay, we're
Great.
fighting water. Excellent. This is what I'm here for. These are the kind of combats that I wanted when I started playing D&D. So what did you do last week, Tori? I punched some waves. Woo! See that puddle? I fucked it up.
Sudden flashbacks to Monday.
My
All right.
It's like, oh, what'd you do? Fight the liquid again?
Liquid.
With a lot of we've found lots of bad things in water just in this campaign. One of them happened. One of them is walking into the temple right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, for the purposes of this combat,
We're in a theater.
well, it's more of an arena, but
Oh.
the purple ring is the space, in the middle of the circular stairs that goes up and down through the ship, and the area around that purple ring, so the outer ring of the arena is like the landing you guys are standing on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Axiom is up in the stands because he's in the on deck.
You said Saga's not with us?
Oh yeah, sorry, she's also not there.
We'll say she's protecting Grace.
Sure. All right. So,
Roll initiative.
yep, everybody roll initiative.
Taylor!
Oh my god.
Lovely.
I like how both you and I still rolled better than Kayla, and she has advantage.
I just have advantage in a +5. It's fine. Listen, I don't care if you all go before me, as long as I go before the puddle. It's all I care about.
If I go before
Yeah.
the water, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Josh continuing his reign in mediocrity.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Oof,
Gotta
Not my
love
choice.
food.
that's rough, buddy.
Yeah, that is rough.
Alrighty. See. Axiom and Gesh, which one of you has the higher initiative bonus? Probably Gesh, right?
I have a +0.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Oops, too far up. There we go. Alright. Well, I'll bring this guy on. There you go, there's the water. And Amity, you're first.
Okay, since I told Vanya that she could shoot her arrow first, I'm gonna wait until she shoots her arrow, and then I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Rowan, your turn.
I follow Amity's lead, so I wait until Vanya shoots her arrow, and then whatever Amity does, and then I'll punch the water.
Okay, well, just a reminder, the water is beneath you at the moment.
Oh, right. It's not actually here.
Right.
I guess I'll just hold my action if something happens to get close enough to us, in which case I shall punch it.
Okay. And Vanya, it's yours.
I'm gonna shoot some water.
Okay. Sounds good.
So sad.
But I do have advantage. Is this still technically the first round of combat?
I would say it's the first round because
Nothing's
like,
actually fought anything yet.
nothing's fought anything yet.
Okay.
Because your ability is just first round of combat, not against surprise creatures, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Here I go. Should I have put Slayer's Prey on it? Yes, but I'm dumb, so...
Let me Slayer's Prey some water. Woo!
Alright, yeah. 27 hits.
Great, so that one's, a crit.
Alright, go ahead and Roll your d8 for the crit damage. Alright, so 13 points of damage on the first hit.
Is the water within 60 feet of me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
this staircase does not descend more than 60 feet. That would be ridiculous for the ship.
Okay, then I'll use my bonus action to put my Slayer's Prey on it, and then I'll shoot it 2 more times.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, those both hit as well. For 23 total. Good. Alright. At the end of your turn, Vanya.
Does Amity get to get her attack
Yeah.
off?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Amity, because you were waiting for that. Alright, that actually just barely misses. You
Oh,
shooting straight down, you kind of clip one of the staircases, and your spell just gets dispersed.
damn.
So, yeah. So at the end of your turn, Vanya. I would like everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, as the entire area you guys are standing in is ripped apart by a thunder crack.
Ah, I improved, guys. I rolled a 5 this time.
Including the boy on deck.
No, you're behind the door, so you're fine.
Was this coming from the water?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, that should be, I guess it didn't roll anyway. Never mind.
Okay, sounds good.
That is my actual roll.
I feel bad for
Cool.
Grace. It's just gonna be panic.
Yeah, look at that 4 for Kato.
Oof.
He rolled a 2.
Yep. Did you? I don't see. Oh, there it is. Okay.
No, I have a plus 10, so I
Right. Okay. So Vanya and Rowan, you both succeed. Just double check this ability. There we go. So, oh, actually, the DC is supposed to be much higher than that. Why did that autocorrect that on the sheet? Weird. So actually, sorry. Rowan and Vanya, you guys do not succeed on the save.
Oof.
Pardon?
So everybody fails. So everybody takes 32 points of thunder damage and are deafened for 1 minute. So
Oh.
nobody can hear anything.
Sick.
Is that 32 points?
32 points of thunder, yes.
Alright.
This is revenge for all of the shatters.
Yeah,
Uh,
the signature.
Alright. Kato's turn. he after reeling from the thunder, looks around and seems to see something.
True Kato fashion.
And goes to shout about what he sees. However,
None
nobody
of us
hears.
can hear shit.
Nobody can hear what he says.
Hand signs, man. Come on.
So he just pops his wings out and goes flying down the stairs. About halfway towards the water, and starts swinging his sword at nothing.
Wonderful.
I trust him.
Wonderful. You'll love to see it.
And the first one misses, and the second one hits for 23 points of damage to empty air. Oh shit. I really need to be keeping track of this shit. The 21 actually misses. I just kind of assumed it would have hit, but I guess not.
Hi.
Alright. Well then never mind. There is no flash of light from the sword as he connects with an enemy. He just seems to be flailing in the air.
So much better.
We'd yell to try and give him shit, but he can't hear us.
Perfect time to do it. What are you talking about?
Alright. Okay.
I don't like that at all.
At the end of Kato's turn, he has to make a con save. Because he's so good at those.
Yes.
Buddy?
Clearly. Ah, there you go.
Does that succeed?
Oh my lord.
It does. Wait. It just barely succeeds. Okay. So, you guys watch as Kato starts to kind of like scratches his throat as the air is pulled from his lungs, but he's able to hold on to enough air so that he's not suffocating anymore. However, he can't breathe or speak until the start of his next turn.
This is gonna be rough, guys.
Alright. Shilk, your turn.
I love fighting invisible enemies that can both deafen and suffocate me. It's great!
I know, it's great.
Really, yep. And, yep. Alright, well,
Yeah.
and, yep. No, I'm just kidding. God, what do I even...
What do I even...
Hey, get down. Whoa, get out of here. Well, I guess I'll move to the water.
Okay. So
Right
you're...
up to the edge of it.
Okay. So... Are you jumping down then?
I thought it was on a staircase.
It's in the center of the stairwell. That's what the inside of
Or
this
above
purple... Yeah. That's what the inside of this purple circle is. That's the open cylindrical area of the circular staircase. It is at the bottom about to start making its way up.
Then I will not do that.
Okay,
I misunderstood.
it's all right.
You know what? I am just gonna... Fuck, that's probably not gonna work too well. Yeah, you know what? I'm doing it anyway. I'm just gonna cast Chaos Bolt on the water.
Okay,
Gonna
sure.
just gonna hurl that down there.
All right, yeah, that definitely hits.
And so the damage is psychic. And since
Cool.
I rolled 2 7s,
Yep.
I don't have to see the target for it to jump.
You do have to make a second attack roll, though, right?
Yeah. So I guess I
So-
will attempt to attack the other creature with it.
At disadvantage.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it, I'll give myself advantage.
Okay, straight roll. All right.
Not bad.
The 23 hits. You see your bolt strike a creature right next to where Kato is flying.
And that one deals force damage.
Ooh. Yeah, that will definitely hit. For 9. All right. Sounds good. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it for me.
Okay. And Gesh, it's your turn.
I guess I will use Sunbeam on the water.
All right.
That's some shit damage.
And they make the save, so they only take 9. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I'm just gonna concentrate on it.
Okay. Axiom, are you doing anything in your sequestered hole?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Mostly just like, okay, where the fuck do I go from here?
All right. Then that brings us to the water's turn. So, it starts making its way up through the stairs. Here. Once it gets within range, it will attack the deafened, mildly suffocated Kato.
Poor
Buddy.
Kato.
And will hit, dealing 22 points of damage to Kato, who will use his reaction to Uncanny Dodge to reduce that to 11. However, Kato is whelmed by the water and is now inside of the water. So now he is suffocating because
Oh,
he
okay.
lost all of his air and is now underwater.
God, I wish we had a Triton.
Suddenly, Karos just appears. You called for me?
Always. I always want Karos to randomly show up.
Yeah, can we have Karos randomly show up instead of Amu? Can we make that trick? I'll take that trade.
And then for its second attack, it is going to shoot a jet of water at Vanya.
Yeah, that's fair.
You did shoot it.
Yeah.
All right, and that will hit Vanya for 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whew.
And I need you to make a strength save for me.
Oh, here we go. Goodbye.
Hold on. I do get my d6 added to that.
All right.
I don't know if it's gonna do it, because my button didn't seem to be working before it did.
Plus 1d6. I think it's in there.
I think it's in there, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, looks like it. All right. 16 is not high enough.
I didn't think so.
So it's no big deal. You're just knocked prone.
Okay.
Okay, I thought you were about to be whelmed.
Realmed by a jet of water that came flying at you from 20 feet away.
See, I was
Yeah, you
expecting
never
it to like yoink me in that direction, so
Oh no, it wasn't like a pseudopod. It's not,
okay.
It didn't just kind of jut out and pull back. It's just a straight up jet of water, like giant wave used water gun. It was super effective. That's basically
You
what
got
just happened.
water whipped.
All right, Amity, your turn.
I'm gonna try to do a guiding bolt again.
Okay.
At second level. Oh my god.
That will also miss.
And I'll move a little bit.
Okay. Rowan, your turn. Nobody came within range for you to punch. The
Mhm.
closest that you can see is the water, which is 20 feet below you on the stairs.
Ahem. Ahem, ahem, ahem. The place where Kato was fighting people, is that now submerged or is that still not submerged?
Kato got pulled into the watery form of the creature. So that the area that Kato was in is now empty because he is not there anymore.
Okay, but that part isn't like underwater. It's still
No.
just the same. Okay. How far am I from that space? Not that far, right?
Like 15 feet.
Oh, okay, fine. We're good. Then in that area where Kato was standing, I will use Fairy Fire. It'd
All
be
right.
a dex save.
Okay.
And,
Are you getting the wave, the water in that fairy fire as well?
I mean, I guess.
Because
As long as
it's like a 20-foot cube.
it's a
You might as
20
well.
foot cube, yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll try to avoid putting Kato in that cube.
Well, right now Kato has full cover because he's inside of the water.
Oh, okay, well then he's fine. So yeah.
All right. What's the DC?
Oh,
on
right, yeah,
that?
it's
Or-
it'll be a 17. DC
All right.
17.
The invisible enemy succeeded on their save. The water failed. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on, they have advantage. All right, the water also succeeded.
Ow. Butt cheeks.
So
Alright.
the fairy fire has no effect whatsoever.
Cool. Whatever, I get to do it for free. Goodbye. Huh. Sick. Cool. Yeah, love to see it. I think the only step that lets you take people with you is Thunder Step, right? Yeah.
That
Um,
that and dimension door.
Yeah. I just meant in the steps, which is not Misty.
And also a very specific version of the Eladrin's face step.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. I am not, so. In order for where the invisible enemy, where I assume they are, anyways, to get
Mhm.
to us, they have to come up the stairs, right?
Assuming they can't fly.
Assuming they can't fly. Well, I will put myself in. I don't know exactly where to put myself on the map, so but I'll put myself in a space where, if they come up the stairs,
Here you go.
cool, over there, then hopefully, maybe this will be somehow useful in stopping them. This is all I can do. I can't really do much in this situation. This is not my forte. None of this is good for me.
It's not light. It's not bright light.
That's true.
Except for my
It could be-
sunbeam.
There is a tiny sunbeam in the middle of the room. Yeah, there is that.
Well, I don't think that gives off light between blasts. I might be wrong though. It's been a while since I've looked at that spell.
Well, for the duration, a mode of brilliant radiance shines in your hand. It sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an
Well,
additional
then there
30.
you go. You
And
are
it's
definitely in
sunlight.
that.
So it's even worse. My sunlight sensitivity now also kicked in. Woo!
Yeah, and you are in that 30-foot bright. So there you
Heck
go.
yeah! All right. I am absolutely boned. That's my turn.
Okay. Vanya.
What would it take for me to get to Kato?
You jump in.
Yeah, you could try jumping in.
Hold on, let me read Dimension Door. Yeah, I can cast that underwater.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that requires vocal, but like you can hold your breath and use your breath to cast a spell.
Yeah. All right. I stand up because I am prone,
Yep.
and then I guess going diving for Kato.
Okay.
Going spelunking for a friend.
Sounds good.
Am I able to reach him?
Hmm.
Do I need to do anything to try and reach him?
Go ahead, because you're trying to grab a hold of somebody within water where the water is a creature. Go ahead and just make a like an unarmed strike with dexterity.
Cool. So is that just would that just be a dexterity check or?
Dexterity check plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, I'm going to roll a short sword attack because that's what I have that set to.
Yeah, there you go. That works. Okay, yeah, you are able to grab a hold of Kato.
Great. I grab him and then I dimension door us back to essentially where I was, just back a little bit more next to Amity.
Okay. I will say, however, when you entered the liquid, you felt a strange burning sensation.
Ooh, didn't like that.
Oh god, is it not even water? Is it acid?
As you take 10 points of acid damage.
Ah, acid! No! It's even worse than a puddle. It's
I
a
wish I
really
could.
bad puddle.
I wish I could convey that to my friends, but we can't hear each other.
How long
Yeah.
are you deaf for?
What was that, Joe?
So what is this thing, an ooze? So that
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, okay, then it had disadvantage on the saving throw for my
Oh,
sunbeam.
sorry. No, that was not a
Oh,
answering your question. Yeah, that was a moving on to my next point. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, yeah, sorry. Vanya, so you do successfully dimension door Kato out of the water, so he is not drowning anymore.
Drowning in acid.
Yeah, drowning in acid. Which is good because he would have taken that damage at the beginning of his turn, and it would have been twice as many dice.
Good.
And not that you can hear it, but he fails to thank you as he's just kind of for air right now.
God damn it.
I do
Wait.
that like gentle smack on the back.
How long are we deafened for? I
It's like
think
a
you told
A
us. but I don't
full
remember.
minute.
Oh,
A
geez,
whole
so this
last
entire
minute.
fucking combat. All right, let's go.
That's it. That's my turn. I've got nothing
All
left.
right. Sounds good. Oh yeah. Also, I guess technically this would have happened before Vanya's turn because it would have happened at initiative count 20. But Axiom, as you are sitting in the
Mhm.
main deck of the ship, looking out at the flaming
Mhm.
trees, you notice something. The light from the trees is catching the clouds in the sky, and the clouds all seem to be swirling into a vague tornado form.
Oh yes.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
All right. I don't like this.
And actually, in addition to the light from the fire, technically, Kato's daylight spell would also still be in effect because it hasn't even been an hour since you guys landed.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's been the longest hour we've had in a long time.
Yeah. Making perception checks. I don't
Yep.
like
I know,
this.
man. Some of those hours in hell were really long too.
7.
All right. You do not see anything other than the cyclone appearing above you.
Either way, I'm just gonna like say to the Watcher, let them know that there's also a cyclone headed our direction.
You won't even do it. Can you hear? Does Watcher speak into your mind, or does
He
he?
Yeah.
speaks into yeah, it's
Okay.
telepathic.
In my mind.
Could you imagine poor Watcher just trying to talk to you and you're just
Yeah.
ignoring him completely?
So-
Oh my god.
So Vanya, as you are doing this dive into a creature made out of acid to save Kato, you hear Watcher's voice in yours like, "Hey, there's like a tornado or something appearing outside."
I'm just picturing Axiom's giving like Watcher like panic pets while he's just like holding the dog to his face, just like
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean, he is the team emotional support animal, so
at this point there's like Axiom is hard contemplating just plane shifting us to somewhere where we can control the outcome.
but we still have an acid puddle with us. And something we can't see.
At
Yeah.
least then at least we would cut the threats in half.
Amu said he wanted an entertaining fight. He's getting one.
I hope he enjoyed watching me swan dive into acid. I hope he got a kick out of that.
You could also be
Alright.
like, is the plane shift on the table?
No, I don't know who I would
would
relay.
I would say there's not enough time for you to ferry
Convey
that message
tornado.
to anybody.
through Watcher, so you'll have to
Okay.
wait till the next round of combat to have that part of the discussion.
The tornado
Um,
took up everything.
Also, at the end of Vanya's turn, technically this guy has his own turn, but I'm not sure what you guys are looking at the turn order. If you're looking at Vanya or if you're looking at Kato's turn.
We're currently
We see
looking at
Kato's
Kato's
now.
turn.
Okay, so at the
Neither.
beginning of Kato's turn. Well, yeah, Josh, I know you can see it.
That's cheating.
All right, Rowan, you are hit twice by a couple attacks.
Yeah, I put myself in this position.
Yep. The first attack does 41 points of force and lightning damage. The second attack does 32 points of force and lightning damage. So that is a total of 73 points of damage.
I can't even redirect this lightning. That's such bull honky.
You also didn't see it coming.
How do I not see lightning coming? How the fuck? So how much was it in total?
Because it's invisible lightning. Ooh.
Fuck you. How much was it altogether?
73 points of damage.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, and then you feel a kind of swirl of air as whatever creature was right next to you starts to move away. So you can take an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Oh, sick.
Oh shit, you still hit him. Nice. Alright, so then his speed will drop to 0 as you hit him for 13 points of damage.
Even I'm surprised. She's like, oh wow.
Oh shit. Alrighty. Yeah, that's his turn. So that brings us to Kato, who can now breathe. And he's going to help Rowan with the invisible enemy, as he's the only one equipped to fight it. And plus now he'll get sneak attack if he manages to hit them. Did that roll? Didn't look like it rolled. There we go. First one misses. Hey, that one will hit. So 23 points of damage against the invisible enemy. And we'll throw sneak attack on top of that. For another 12. And invisible guy now has to make a con save. And he makes it. And then second con save, as Kato is also going to try and stunning strike him. And he makes that one too. Alright. And then Kato will try and kick him a couple times.
In the knees! Get him in the knees!
Nope. He missed both times. Alrighty. That was Kato's turn. At the end of Kato's turn, invisible guy, he's gonna try and do the same thing again. But Kato has to make another con save. And this time he failed. So now all of the air is pulled from Kato's body.
Do opportunity attacks count as reactions?
Yes.
Okay.
So you used yours already.
Yeah, okay. I was just double checking. I can't remember if they did or not.
Yep. Alright, cool. So all the air is taken from Kato's body, which makes him drop to 0 hit points, and he is now dying.
Nope. Alright.
And Shilk, it's your turn.
Okay. I am not a healer. Sorry, guys.
Homie, same. What a mood.
Yep.
It's fine.
Is it?
I can help him. It's fine.
God, you know what? That does seem like the best idea.
Oh god. That's never a good sign when it comes to Shilk.
Oh god.
I'm gonna move over here.
All right.
Now we all know exactly what's happening.
I am going to lightning bolt the water.
Okay.
Hey, get off the space bar. Stop it. There.
All right. And go ahead and roll that Tides of Chaos.
Well, I gave myself advantage last turn, so.
Right. And then you
Oh,
just
yeah.
cast the spell.
Yeah.
So now you roll.
I thought you were talking about the 1d20.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I guess a better statement would have been roll that wild magic surge.
Yeah.
It's all very similar abilities.
It's all there. It counts. It's
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
It's all luck of the draw.
Or in this case, the roll.
All right. So the water made its save. So only 17 points of damage. And you also notice that it doesn't seem to be affected that much by lightning, so it actually only takes 9 points of damage.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I had to do something.
And
puddle.
79.
Oh,
79.
I get illusory butterflies that float in the air around
Oh,
me.
that's nice.
Pretty.
Yeah.
You get to
And,
die while looking like a pretty boy.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. That is,
Alright.
I'm gonna move back over here. Alright, that's me.
Okay. Gesh, your turn. Doing the sunbeaming.
I'm still keeping it going.
Alright. The water makes their save again. They only take 12. Alright.
That's it.
Okay. Axiom. Go ahead and make me another perception check.
Making perception checks that I don't like making. Ugh. Oh god.
Alright. Slightly better, but still not that good.
Can
Still only know there's a cyclone.
since he's also there, can Watcher also be looking since he knows there's a cyclone tornado now?
Sure, you can have Watcher make a perception check.
Oh my god.
God.
Alright, Vanya, you hear in your mind, and, Axiom, you hear with your ears. Watchers say, hey, why does that tornado have teeth?
Oh no.
And now that the, small wolf pup, next to you has pointed it out to you, Axiom,
Yeah.
you do see hidden within the swirls of the black clouds are some very quite large, aberrant-looking jaws coming down from the sky.
I nah. I don't like any of that. Question: would it be an action to open the door behind us?
That it would be a free action, actually.
Okay. Would you say they're more than 60 feet away?
I mean, they're literally right outside the door. They're at the top of the
Okay.
stairs.
All right. In that case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open the door. I'm gonna fucking look over the chair,
Yeah.
and we're gonna give like some mass cure wounds to all of them.
All right. Yeah. Everybody gets healed for 16 hit points. Which is good. Cause people are getting a little low.
Yeah. I'm doing what I can. Okay, and as I'm looking over, Is plane shift on the table? Yes, no.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, as you shout at them, they don't even seem to notice, hear your voice. They take the healing and they kind of give you like a thumbs up over the shoulder, but they don't say anything and they don't hear you at all.
Oh god.
You don't know why.
Alright.
All right. That's your turn. Bringing us to the water. The water will move up, and so now it is right here.
Ah!
No.
As it surges around Rowan, the prone Kato, and Vanya. And then I just need to check something real quick.
Well, it's been great, guys.
Alright. It says the acid lasts until their next turn. I'm gonna assume they meant the beginning of their next turn. It does not specify. So as the water surges over you, surprisingly enough, no acidy sensation this time.
Don't trust it.
Yeah.
However, it is going to make 2 attacks. One against Vanya and one against the prone Kato.
Oh.
Great.
Yeah, I guess I haven't done
Um,
anything to this water to warrant its attention.
Yep.
I did not arrow it.
Yep.
You
And
shoot something one time.
Kato definitely has aggro, as he's the only person who can see the invisible thing, and they know that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That last one just barely hit Kato.
Can I use my reaction?
You sure can.
I'm going to attempt to reduce the to hit.
All right. Well, seeing how you only have to roll a 1 to reduce it enough, you automatically make it miss Kato.
Woo!
Sick.
And then the attack against Vanya.
Gotta keep them alive, guys.
Yeah,
I didn't dive into acid for him to then die immediately afterwards.
All right, Vanya. The second attack, the one against you, hits you for 22 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are now grappled within the water creature.
Great. Oh, I should have taken max healing from Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh yeah, with your
Because
invocation.
Watcher is actually
out for once.
out and doing his job.
So then, just go ahead and add another 7 on top of that 16.
I already, yeah.
All right.
Is it-
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was 3D. Wait, is it 3D6 or 3D8?
It's 3d8.
88, so it'd be
Oh,
29
okay. So
total.
yeah, it'd be 29. So actually, an extra 13, not an extra 7. There you go. Math.
I thought I did the math wrong at first. I was like, what? How is he getting 7?
Sorry, I thought it was 3D6, so it was 18 plus 5, but it was actually 24 plus 5. All right. So that is the water's turn. Amity, your turn.
I'm healing everybody again.
Yay! All right,
Sweet,
another
Vanya gets
20 hit points to everybody except for Vanya, who gets another 29.
Dope.
Woo, back to max.
Woo.
Woo, closing in on kind of not really half.
All right. And then, at the end of Amity's turn, Vanya,
Yeah.
you are no longer grappled by the water creature as it flings you down the
Oh.
stairs.
Ow!
Ow!
No.
And you fall the full 40 feet.
Oof.
Man, you got thrown down a spiral staircase.
But then I rolled shit, so you only take 7 points of damage.
Good.
Um,
You only hit like one
Yeah.
really sharp stair. You hit the rest of them are like just rounded edges.
Talk about a curveball.
You're severely
Alright.
bruised.
Axiom, by the way, you're more like over here.
Mm-hmm. More
Okay.
like directly behind them.
Mm-hmm. Rowan, it's your turn.
Cool. All right, invisible person, giant wave. Invisible person, giant wave. You love it. You love to see it. Fuck, what the
Mhm.
fuck is this situation? I hate this. I hate all of this. I don't know what to punch.
All of the above? Is that an option?
I don't know. I guess I'll try and punch the wave.
Okay. Punch the wave.
Fuck, I don't know. Wait, I guess either way I'm at disadvantage. I'm either at disadvantage. I'm at disadvantage because of the sun for the wave, and I'm at disadvantage because Homeboy's invisible.
Yep,
So
Yeah.
either way, I'm at disadvantage. So
that is
you know what?
that is correct.
Fuck
Well-
you, acid wave.
I would say since that thing did move within range of my friends and I can't carry Sunbeam over, I would have dropped Sunbeam. So if that reduces the light, if that helps.
I mean,
Can you not change the direction of Sunbeam?
I can, but it hits everything.
Oh, I
inside
see what
me.
you're
I
saying.
would wind
Got
up
it. Okay.
beaming over my friends, so...
Yeah. Okay.
it would
Then
be
yes. It,
Kano.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you stop concentrating on the spell, then Rowan, you would not have disadvantage against the wave.
I should have said
Okay.
that earlier. It's what I was planning on doing. I didn't think it mattered, but since for her light thing, yeah, it matters, so I drop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we can even say you drop it right now because it's a free action to stop concentrating.
Okay, then I drop it.
It's also a good thing because, you know, Vanya's sort of where some people was. Just saying.
Took me.
Roast her down there. Okay, but do I want to punch the wave of acid? That seems like a bad idea.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
it splashed over you a moment ago, and you didn't
Oh,
feel
this
any
is true.
acid.
It's not acidic at the moment. All right, well, I guess I'll just punch the the currently not acidic wave.
Okay.
God, does a wave have high constitution? I don't know. We'll find out. It'll be an unarmed strike, and any of them that hit, we will attempt to stun.
All right, that one hits.
Cool. Stunning strike. Which I think is a 17. Can I stun a wall of water? Let's find out, kids.
Let's see here. That is not one of the things it's immune to, so I shall roll.
Woo! I think you said not one of. That's alarming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it rolled a natural 20.
Okay, well, we'll smack it again.
All right. That just barely hits.
Woo! Stunner again. I'm not going to click it every time. Now DC's up there.
Right, I got it. Just make sure you're marking
Yep.
off those key points.
Yeezer.
All right. It failed. It will use its first legendary resistance to succeed.
Oh no! Why does the wave have legendary resistances?
Because it's a
You
legendary
water.
creature.
Mhm.
Everybody knows about water. It's pretty legendary.
I hate you. I hit it again. Fuck you, wave. Try and stun it again.
All right,
Try
yeah,
and
that
burn
definitely
through these
hits.
things.
You're definitely burning through something.
patience.
All right. Yeah, that's another success. Natural 19.
Oh, I thought you meant success for me. I got excited.
Nope. Success on the
Sure.
save.
Okay, and I will use also another key point to whack it again.
All right.
And try and set it again.
Mm-hmm. And it succeeds.
Rip.
All right. That's Rowan's turn.
User.
At the end of Rowan's turn, at initiative count 20, Axiom, as you're the only person that can hear anything, as you
I don't like this.
look in horror at the aberrant jaws descending down towards you from the sky, you hear a loud impact to one side, and moments later, a shockwave buffets the ship, which everybody feels.
Yeah.
And you have to shield your eyes as coming from the east, you see a bright sunlight.
I don't like any of this.
This could be both really good or really, really bad. So it's
I'm
like
gonna-
a toss-up of a wait-and-see situation here.
A sunlight that immediately fills you with hope, as it is a 20-foot tall suit of armor with a sun for a head.
Hey, Sunday!
No, it's just Amu in disguise. Watch. I'm fucking calling it now.
Oh god.
So depressing.
All right. And it's at that point that we're going to end tonight.
My prediction is out there. But on that
Let me
note, we
simp
will.
for you, Sun Dad.
Thank you, Simp Daddy!
Simp Daddy.
Oh my god.
And on that note, I'm going to end the stream here. So thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you
Shine the
next
simp
week.
signal!
Really?
Jesus, Josh.